Organizing your document. You already know your audience and the basic outline of your document, having used the blade or the 4Ps approach to build your message. So, how do you structure your ideas in a document that will impress and persuade your audience? Business documents follow a specific structure and layout. Everything you write for business should have an introduction, body, conclusion. Even your emails. This structure helps give the writing a logical flow and avoids wandering and repetition. It also gives your audience what they expect, helping them to understand. In this lesson, we'll look at the standard structure of business documents. We'll introduce the onion concept to help you stick to the critical points and see how the layout can help your documents look professional. In the introduction, you need to capture the reader's interest. For emails and letters, the introduction includes a salutation and subject line, highlighting the bottom line. For longer documents such as reports, you need to include a summary of your 4Ps. You can also use techniques to hook the reader, like rhetorical questions, statistics, quotes, and stories. For example, Boutico's writing a proposal for funding. They'll use the introduction to highlight the problems they're addressing and their solutions to justify why they deserve funding. They may use a rhetorical question like, did you know that Boutico was rated Best Tech Community Partner in Africa by the Forbes 2015 Business Survey? The main body. In the main body, you will cover the key message of your document. For a proposal, this covers the detail of your 4Ps, or in an email or shorter document, your bottom line, the action you need, and any details. To help you structure these key sections effectively, one approach is the 3x3 rule. The 3x3 represents 3 key points each with 3 supporting points. For example, in the funding proposal, Boutico may outline the challenges faced in rural communities with no telecommunications infrastructure. Their proposal will focus on 3 key challenges faced by the communities and the 3 solutions they would offer for each of those issues. Since most readers are busy, it's critical that you keep your message concise. You can do this by sticking only to the most important points. A good way to decide what's important is to use the onion approach. Using the onion concept, identify the first layer, which is what is critical. Then, think about the second layer, what might be helpful but is not critical. And finally, the third layer, what is interesting but not really important. By laying out your message this way, you'll see where to focus. At the end of your communication, you need a conclusion. You want the reader to go away with the main points and actions required. A conclusion just summarizes the key points from your message. Never introduce new points in your conclusion. Like the introduction, conclusions can use the rhetorical questions, stories, and so on. For example, in the introduction we asked, did you know Boutico was rated Best Tech Community Partner in Africa? Based on this, you can conclude with a bold statement like, sponsoring a project with a community champion like Boutico would be a win-win situation. Now that you have the structure of your document, you need to consider the layout. You need to consider 1. What font to use. This includes type, color, and size. Consider using headings and subheadings for your sections. Secondly, line and paragraph spacing. Third, any visuals or illustrations to support your message. Make sure they're clearly labeled. Fourth, the general branding of your company. The font type and size should always be uniform across the document, and your company could have a particular brand with layouts you must follow. Make sure to check. Using a nice design or style will help you stand out and be taken seriously. In conclusion, this lesson we've learned that we need a coherence between the introduction, main body, and conclusion to give documents a good flow and enhance clarity. We've also seen the importance of sticking to the main points. The rest of the information can be shared through attachments or annexes. Finally, we've learned that it's important to think about the layout of our document to make it appear professional, clean, and legible. Please go ahead and complete the quiz and activity for this lesson.